Welcome back, you guys, to a new YouTube video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the chess.com Daily Chess Championship. Now, I have played this tournament a couple of times before. In 2023, I lost in the first round. In 2024, I lost also in the first round. But this time is different. And the reason why this time is different is because in the 2026 Chess.com Daily Chess Championship, I am actually doing well and I'm looking forward into winning this round and hopefully getting first place. Now, there are a lot of games that we're going to talk about. Some of them actually ended pretty quickly, which is also the reason why I did so well, is because there were a lot of opponents that just didn't want to play and just lost with time. There are 12 players, excluding me equals 11 players. I will play 2 games against each player, so that means there are in total 22 games to play. As of right now, I've only finished 17 games of this round, and I will show you guys 16 of them, because I'm not gonna show you the game against him, because I'll do that in a different video. So basically, all of these people I've won against, and all of the other people right over here is going to be for another video when I'm finished with these games. So we're gonna talk about them pretty briefly. We're gonna start with the games that I won in a single move. That was against Skakevant. I won against one move. Against Noah Hall 26, I've won in one move. EGB 10051, I've also won against in one move. It's Kader, also won in one move. And we're now going to go into the games where I had to play a little longer. Cricketers 2 from India played e4. We went into the Italian opening. He decided to go for this fried liver attack. And the idea behind the fried liver attack is to target this f7 pawn with 2 minor pieces. Now, the best way to defend against the fried liver is by playing the move pawn to d5, blocking the diagonal of the bishop. So now white takes the pawn, and instead of taking back with the knight, if you do decide to take with the knight, there's a funny little trap with knight takes f7, king takes f7, and queen to f3, hitting both the knight and the king, and white does have a substantial advantage. Instead of that, I played knight to a5, attacking the bishop. Now the bishop has to move, it gives a check. I block with bishop to d7. You can play c6 if you want. If you do decide to play c6, there's takes, and queen f3, pinning the pawn to the rook. But I decided to go for this bishop to d7 line. He plays queen e2, defending his bishop. I decided to just defend my own pawn right over here. And after knight c3, a6 to push the bishop away, we trade some bishops, castles, I castle, and I win on time. For the second game that I played, I decided to play e4 again, going into this Italian opening. Instead of knight to f6 and provoking the fried liver, he decides to go bishop to c5 and preventing the fried liver. I go knight c3. We develop some pieces, and after castling, he runs out of time here. Now for the next game against Brusek from Italy, we go into this again, another Italian game. This time, instead of playing bishop c5, he decides to prevent the fried liver by playing h6, which is completely fine, although I do recommend playing bishop c5 as it develops a bishop into the game. We have knight c3, knight f6, a very symmetrical 4 knights game. He tries to pin my knight to the king, but I just ignore it. I castle, d6 from him, trying to get another bishop. I don't allow him, so I play h3, bishop d7, knight d5, and it's game over as he loses on time. The second game I played against him was another Italian. This time I did play knight f6, and he did go for the fried liver, where, as I said before, d5, This time he retreats his bishop, which is kind of weird because you normally you want to take the pawn. Now bishop b3 isn't really good because I can just take a free pawn in the center. Yes, he can try to attack with his queen, but I have all of the material to defend against his bishop and his queen. He castles, I get my bishop out, and he loses on time. The next opponent is Umut Igi01 from Turkey. E4, E5, Italian opening, this time with bishop c5. This is a very standard position. Nothing really interesting happens except for me getting my knight into the center. He could have just taken, which is completely fine. He decides to play it a little safer. I try to get something with my rooks going. Eventually, after rook e8, I decide to go for this d4, striking into the center. I did forget to defend my e4 pawn, which he does take, and I did take on e5. And I missed this very crucial fork, and I thought at this very moment that I was gonna lose my first game in this tournament. And after losing my rook for a knight, I thought that I was in a big disadvantage. But it turns out that it really didn't matter anyway, because he lost on time. The same story can be said for this game, although after doing another fried liver, again the same bishop b3. This time it was with taking the pawn, which is I guess fine. I took the d5 pawn. He defends his knight by pushing his pawn on d3. We have bishop to d6 to defend the e5 pawn. We trade some knights. I get his knight back to f3 and try to pin it with the queen, like this. Then I castle, then he castles, then I get my queen out. And my plan now is to basically win his knight. With this pin I mentioned earlier, the knight cannot move, otherwise I will take the queen. And after taking the knight, my plan was to try and get some type of attack on the king, which I really tried to do, but oh well, he lost some time again. Now, for the last two games, I was playing against a staff member of chess.com, Yelizondo8, also from Italy, or from Mexico, I should say. And he was 1700 at the time. And if we look at this profile picture, he joined since August 11th, 2012. That's crazy. I was 4 years old when he made this account. That's crazy. Let's see, his elo is 2100 blitz. Does he have a rapid rating? I don't think so. No, he's just 2100. And another funny thing is, like, at the time of playing this game, he was 1700 daily. He played like some crazy London, some very boring c4-ish setup. This was a decision I was kind of hesitant about. I wasn't really sure if I should take the knight or not. But considering the fact that I'm playing against a stronger opponent, I thought that trading pieces was going to be beneficial for me. So that's why I did that. Additionally, I gave a check and he moved his king, which was another reason why I took on b1, is in the case that, let's say I went bishop to b4 check immediately. Now he has the option to block with his knight, and his king doesn't have to move at all, and he can still castle. So he has to move the king. Now knight f6, c5, c6, and I won the game. He also, surprisingly, lost both games with time. I'm just gonna quickly show you the last game. It wasn't really interesting. Okay, we have this d6 setup. This is very easily countered with the move d4, e4, knight d4. I traded his knight out. I get my own knight into the game. Bishop e7. And after some, he lost on time again. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty proud of this tournament. I haven't lost a single game as of this recording. I'm chilling here in second place. I only have 5 more games to finish, and then the round is complete. And I hope to record another video covering the other 6 games of this tournament, which will determine if I will or will not qualify for the next round of the dailychess.com championship. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I really like playing this tournament, my best chess.com daily chess championship tournament. As of right now, the previous two, I lost both two in the first round. And I do think that I have better chances this round. And yeah, having that said, I see you all guys in the next one. Goodbye.